sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Eagles about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Missouri State's offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wideout. Clark wants to throw. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. The Bears just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Eastern Michigan's offense will get the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent.
He's got it for a big play. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll go right back to him. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Dropping back, it's Kim. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Hard-hitting tackle. And the Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Kim. Looking down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wheeler. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That brings them to within 1.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to fire on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Kim. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's caught. It's Rooks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
And the Bears will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. With the catch, it's Lockett. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Rooks. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Eagles! Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Hawaii. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Makes the catch. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. At the 45, on its way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Clark to fire. He makes the grab. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the heat. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the ground, it's McMillan. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. And
the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Safe completion on the screen. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Clark wants to throw. That's caught. It's Robinson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. Now from inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to get it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play. 4th down coming up.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They took it 64 yards right down the field. 30 seconds left on the clock, and their last gasp will come down to getting this onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably